Imagine this, the most powerful being in the galaxy, ruler of 1,000 suns, reduced to tears because her hair is tangled in a stairwell railing, and the only person who can free her, a janitor who's never been noticed by anyone. Stick with me, the next 12 minutes will break your heart, lift it, and leave it soaring. Chapter 1 starts. Now, the strand that stopped an Empire asterisk. The Imperial Star Cruiser Eclipsion drifted above the violet storms of Calypso Prime, like a cathedral carved from night. Inside its grand atrium, alien dignitaries in robes of liquid mercury bowed so low their foreheads brushed the floor. At the center of the spiral staircase floated Empress Xylar, 7 feet tall, skin shimmering like moonlit opal, hair a living galaxy of silver filaments that moved with her thoughts. Each strand carried a microsun. When she laughed, entire constellations flickered. She was descending to sign the Treaty of Eternal Accord, the document that would end a century of interstellar war. Cameras from every species hovered like fireflies. The moment her foot touched the final step, a single filament, curious, playful, slithered outward, seeking the cool metal of the railing for balance. It wrapped. It knotted. It locked. Zyl air tugged. The filament tightened, yanking her scalp. Pain lanced across her facial, mortal pain she hadn't felt since childhood. She froze, smile calcifying. The camera zoomed. The dignitaries gasped. Protocol drones began reciting emergency clauses. Empress, whispered her chief advisor, a crystalline being named Vextra. Shall I summon the guard? Xylar's voice cracked like distant thunder. Touch the railing and you sever diplomatic relations with the Helix Nebulae. Translation: don't you dare cut my hair. The treaty signing was in 9 minutes. The railing was adamantine, stronger than neutron star crust. Laser cutters would take hours. Teleportation fields interfered with her neural filaments. One wrong jump and she'd lose half her mind. She was trapped down in the maintenance corridors. Milo scrubbed a gravy stain off a viewport and dreamed of his daughter's laugh. He was 32, human, invisible. His uniform smelled of bleach and regret. His wife had left when the fleet reassigned them for the 3rd time. His little girl now lived on a mining moon he couldn't afford to visit. Every night, he sent her drawing stick figure spaceships with Daddy Fix's stars scrawled beneath. The intercom crackled. Janitorial Unit 47 to Atrium. Codes adhere. Milo snorted. Probably another diplomat's pet tribble. He slung his kit over his shoulder and took the service lift. When the doors slid open, he saw the impossible. The Empress of the known universe bent double, one hand gripping the railing, the other pressed to her mouth to stifle a sob. A single silver strand pulsed like a heartbeat between her scalp and the metal. Their eyes met. Milo's first instinct was to apologize for existing. His second was to notice the microscopic tremor in her lower lip, the same tremor his daughter made. When she pretended she wasn't scared of thunder, he stepped forward. Security drone swiveled. Vextra hissed, "Identify." Milo Park, janitorial. He raised his mop like a white flag. "I fix things." Xylar's laugh was half hiccup. "Then fix me." Milo Park. The cameras loved it, the Empress on her knees. The janitor kneeling opposite her. Twitter sorry. X exploded. Hashtags birth memes faster than light. Milo opened his kit. Inside, solvent, nano spatula, a child's plastic cone shaped like a rocket, his daughter's gift. He hesitated. The cone was cheap. The hair was worth star systems. Xylar saw the rocket. Her voice softened. "You're youngling." Milo nodded, throat thick. "She thinks I save galaxies with this. Then save one now." He worked. The solvent hissed. The knot resisted. Each tug drew a sharp breath from the Empress. Milo's hands shook. He was touching royalty. Yes, but more. He was touching pain. His daughter's face flashed every time Xylar winced. Minutes bled. The treaty clock ticked. 0 hours for minutes and 12 seconds. Vextra paced. "We will reschedule." "No," Xylar said. Her voice steadied. "We finish what we start." Milo's comb snapped. A tooth embedded in the knot. He cursed under his breath, then froze. Had he just sworn at an Empress? Xylar actually smiled. My third consort once swore at me during labor. You're in good company. The knot loosened a fraction. Milo saw the problem. The filament had braided itself around a hairline fracture in the railing. He needed leverage, not force. He looked up. Ma'am? Empress, may I borrow your crown? Gasps. The crown was a lattice of neutron crystals. Removing it mid-ceremony was sacrilege. Xylar unclasped it without hesitation. Save my hair. Save my dignity. The rest is negotiable. Milo wedged the crown's prongs into the fracture and twisted. Metal groaned. The filament slid free with a sound like silk tearing. 0 hours 0 minutes and 47 seconds. Xylar stood, crown askew, hair cascading like a comet's tail. She did not fix it. Instead, she took the broken rocket comb from Milo's trembling fingers and pinned it into her hair beside a diamond nebula. The cameras went wild. She faced the dignitaries. The Treaty of Eternal Accord will be signed by the people today, those who end wars, and those who begin repairs. She turned to Milo. Name your price. He opened his mouth, closed it, thought of his daughter's empty bunk on a moon, too far away. 1 trip, he said. Home for her birthday. Xylar's eyes glistened, actual tears, refracting starlight. Granted, and you will fly first class. With me. The atrium erupted. Milo's knees buckled. A drone caught him before he hit the floor. But the story wasn't over. 3 days later, Milo sat in the Empress's private observatory, staring at a holo of his daughter blowing out 7 candles on a cake shaped like Saturn. Xylar entered without ceremony, hair now braided with the rocket cone glowing like a beacon. You look terrified, she said. I've never flown first class. Or with an Empress. She poured 2 cups of nebula tea swirling purple, tasted like regret and hope. I owe you more than a trip, Milo part. My hair is my nervous system. You held my mind in your hands. He shrugged. I just didn't want you to hurt. Silent stretched, comfortable as old jeans. Xylar touched the comb. Do you know why I keep this? It's plastic, worthless. But it reminds me, power is a crown you can remove. Kindness is the only thing you can't. Milo's voice cracked. I'm nobody. I clean toilets so wars can happen in marble halls. You're wrong. She activated a holo map. Red dots pulse planets where children like his daughter went to bed hungry because supply lines were cut by blockades. I end wars with signatures. You end suffering with solvent and a child's comb. We need both. She offered a data crystal. Coordinates to every orphanage in the Helix Nebulae. I want you to inspect them, not as a janitor, as my consul of small things. You'll report what dignitaries miss, cracked windows, empty bellies, nightmares that don't care about treaties. Milo stared. I'm not qualified. You qualified the moment you saw me instead of my title. The Eclipsion docked at Mining Moon. For 7B, Milo's daughter ran across the tarmac, pigtails flying. She stopped short at the sight of the Empress kneeling to her height. Are you a princess? The girl whispered. Zyl placed the rocket comb in her tiny hands. No, sweetheart. I'm the lady your daddy saved with this, and now it's yours. The girl hugged Milo so hard his ribs creaked. Over her shoulder, he saw Xylar wipe her eyes with the sleeve of a gown worth solar systems. Later, on the observation deck, Milo watched the moon shrink to a marble. Xylar stood beside him, hair now loose, catching starlight, still scared. She asked, terrified, he admitted, but the good kind. She smiled the same smile from the staircase, raw and real. Good. Fear means you care. Care means you'll fix what's broken. The ship jumped to hyperspace. Behind them, a new hashtag trended across the galaxy. The Janitor and Therms. And somewhere, a little girl fell asleep clutching a plastic rocket, dreaming of galaxies her father now helped repair one small, stubborn knot at a time. Asterisk. So yeah, that janitor? He's out there right now, fixing cafeterias and treaties with the same steady hands. And the Empress? She still wears a broken comb in her hair. Proof that the mightiest crowns bend for the gentlest hearts. If this story cracks something open in you, smash subscribe. We've got more where that came from. Next week, the mechanic who befriended a black hole. You won't want to miss it. I'm out. Keep fixing your corner of the universe.